Ms. Denise Poir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, for the safety of all path users, several teams of active mobility enforcement officers, or AMEOs, are deployed daily, including at night, to deter and detect errant active mobility device riders. They also conduct frequent joint enforcement operations with National Park Sport officers in parks and along park connectors. The Land Transport Authority has also been tapping on technology for enforcement, including a pilot deployment of mobile CCTV to catch errant users and identification of hotspots based on public feedback from mytransport.sg mobile application. Offenders caught speeding offenders caught speeding or using the wrong path, for example, e-scooter or power-assisted bicycle riders who use footpaths, are issued with an offence form on the spot. AMEOs also conduct checks on active mobility devices, ensure that the devices meet the requirements stipulated by LTA and have not been illegally modified. Non-compliant devices will be immediately seized. Where footpaths are affected by infrastructure works, LTA will ensure that alternative crossings or paths are available and signages are installed to guide path users. If necessary, LTA will deploy AMEOs to tackle egregious active mobility offences at these locations. With close to 6,000 kilometres of footpaths and cycling paths island-wide, enforcement alone will not prevent errant behaviour. Ultimately, path safety is a collective responsibility, and we urge all users to play their part to use our shared spaces in a responsible manner.
Ms. Denise Poir.
Thank you, SPS, for your answer. And I would like to request for special attention to especially the North-South corridor, which is a long stretch of project works along in the Central District. Works such as the NSC right in residential areas in central Singapore, such as Thomson Road and so forth. And it really, not anybody's fault, but it poses a lot of challenges for both LTA and the residents. So my grassroots and I, we meet very regularly with the LTA team. I know they're trying really hard, but I think they will need a lot more resources to be dedicated to address a lot of these issues that happen. Things like the narrow pathways, and then where there are errant PMD riders or errant contractors who proceeded with works, even noisy works, even beyond the agreed hours and so forth. So I just feel so much that they need, the LTA team need a lot of support, a lot more support, and I'm asking for MOT to kind of direct more resources to support these staff. And then it can be a win-win for both the residents and the staff. And yeah, so I'm just asking for that. So I would like special attention to be given to, or request for special attention to be given to the NSC staff working on the project in Central Singapore. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Member Denise Poir for her very, very useful feedback also from grassroots leaders about the inconveniences caused by the works of the North-South corridor along Thomson pedestrian area. Because of the works, a lot of the diversion has to take place, and therefore the paths become a bit narrower than usual, and especially along bus stop areas where there's a concentration of commuters, cyclists, that does pose a challenge. So with your feedback, the LTA has been periodically deploying enforcement officers at these areas to look out for errant riders, and we really seek the public's understanding during this period. When the NSC is completed, there will be dedicated active mobility paths where users can enjoy such conveniences. I also note members' feedback about the works causing noise and certain hours, and we will take note and we'll work with the contractors to ensure that the works do not cause unnecessary disturbances or inconveniences to her residents. Yes, we will deploy necessary resources to manage this. But as you know, the NSC is a huge project spanning from the north part of Singapore to downtown. So we will have to manage our resources properly. But at this point, I'd like to also take this opportunity to urge all path users, both pedestrians and active mobility riders, to really take note, and especially in crowded places, in narrow spaces, to look out for one another, slow down, and play a part to ensure that our common spaces, our shared spaces, are being used safely for everybody. Thank you very much.